Knowing about tornadoes and having a plan for how you'll stay safe is critical, but if you can't receive the warning, you're going to miss out on potentially life-saving information. There are many ways to get a warning, now more than ever. There are multiple ways that you can get a tornado warning pretty much no matter where you are. The most popular way is typically local television, but there's also AM/FM radio, social media, outdoor warning sirens. Many communities have mass notification systems that will call you or text you when a warning is issued for your area, email, and the good old standbys of phone call and just looking out the window. This is just a partial list of the different ways that you have to get tornado warning information today. One of the ways the National Weather Service feels strongly that everyone should have, every school, every business, every place where people gather should have a NOAA weather radio. Weather radio is a service operated by the National Weather Service. There are transmitters all over the United States, and these transmitters broadcast continuous information from your local National Weather Service office. The weather radio offers a warning alarm feature, so before we send out a tornado warning, we activate those radios with a special tone. That sounds a siren, flashes a light, or does something to alert you that a weather message is coming in. The weather radios are programmable, allowing you to select warnings only that you care about. So instead of having to get warnings for 10 counties, you can get warnings just for your county or maybe the county to the west of you. And the weather radios, most of them have a battery backup, which is good because some of the other ways of getting warnings, like television, won't work if the power is out. But a weather radio with a good battery backup will continue to work and continue to give you that information. Let's look at an example of what a weather radio does and how it sounds when a warning comes out.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Caddo County in southwest Oklahoma.
So the siren on most of these weather radios is definitely loud enough to wake you up in the middle of the night and let you know to go turn on the television or to see what's going on in the area. Local television is by far one of the most popular ways of getting information, and in our area it's pretty hard to beat as far as getting graphics, images, live reports from spotters in the field, and information about the storm. The warning will come to you in many different forms. Maybe a TV meteorologist interrupts your favorite program and shows a radar display. Maybe shows pictures of damage that's already occurred. Sometimes you'll see a map in the corner of your screen that lights up according to what type of warning. Perhaps red is for a tornado warning in the example in the top right corner of your screen there. Sometimes the TV stations will do a crawl underneath the bottom of the screen to let you read the warning as it's coming out. Regardless of how you get the warning on local television, it's a great source of information, but it's always good to have a backup because, as we said a minute ago, local television doesn't have really the capability to wake you up in the middle of the night, and if your power's out, you may have difficulty watching it. Another popular thing in many communities are outdoor warning sirens. It is very important to understand that these are intended for people who are outside. They are not intended. You're not supposed to be able to hear these in your house or in your workplace, and you're not supposed to be able to hear them in a vehicle. So don't count on outdoor warning sirens as your only warning source. You need to have multiple ways to get a warning. Outdoor warning sirens work great for people that are outside, but if you're inside in your house, in a vehicle, don't expect to be able to hear those devices. And there's a wealth of mobile apps and services that are available now on your smartphone, your tablet, your computer, through email, through text message. There's a lot of different services that you can subscribe to get weather information. Some of the TV stations have services, and there's various places that you can get that information, applications for your smartphone, for example. Regardless of which of these services you use, be aware that sometimes these can be affected by cell phone service outages or internet outages. So don't rely again on just one source of information to get the warning when you need it. The bottom line is to have multiple ways to get a warning. Everyone should have at least 3 different ways that you can get a tornado warning. If your weather radio is working, you can get it that way. If the power is out, your weather radio will give it to you. Maybe your television is a good source of information, and those mobile apps. Outdoor warning sirens are good if you're outside. Multiple ways is the key. You are a good source of warnings also. Be sure that your family, your friends know when warnings are in effect for areas near them, and help us help them be safe when tornadoes approach.